you need for this recipe is you need some cream, obviously double cream, okay, and you need a jug, you need a whisk, you need a cheesecloth or something like cheesecloth, you need a sieve with very fine holes, and a bowl. Okay, so what you need to do is put your sieve on your bowl like this, and then put on your cheesecloth or whatever cloth you use with fine holes in it for making cheese, or there's another type of cloth, muslin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to weigh out, if we can open the bowl, 100 mils of double cream. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour it into a bowl, and we're going to whisk it here, and I've got my cream, and we're just going to pour it in here like so, making sure we don't waste any, like so. Make sure you get it all out, right, and then we're going to whisk it, and we're going to whisk it past, you know, like when it's fluffy. I'll show you anyway. So all we're going to do is whisk the cream up. Hello everyone. So as you can see, the cream is starting to thicken now, so that didn't take long, just about a minute or so. So now we're getting to a stage where you have to, we're going past like the double cream stage, what you would use for dessert. So we're going to keep on whisking, okay? So you just keep on whisking. Okay, hold on. Now it's stiffening up quite a lot. So just keep going and going. So now turning this into, when what you need is the cream and the buttermilk to separate. So you just keep doing this. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so I've been just whisking it past the point of no return, and you just keep doing it so it looks like curds now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to transfer this into there, okay? So I'll just show you that, hold on. Up, and it's not coming through. And then in the bottom here, you can see we are starting to collect the actual milk. So, and that's what you keep doing, and you can just leave that on there for a bit and just let it drip. But I do find that if you just let it drip, it can take absolutely ages. I think it's better just to squeeze it, and then once you finish that process, which takes quite a while by the way, be patient and try and get as much of the buttermilk out as you possibly can, and then you're just left with the butter. Simple. And then you can add some salt, or you can add, you can make it a flavoured butter if you want. You can add garlic to it, you could add herbs to it and make a like butter for steak and stuff, or fish or whatever. But I'm just having this as plain butter. I might add a bit of salt to it, a bit of Himalayan salt, but that's basically it. So it's really not that difficult to make butter. If you've run out of butter and you have some cream in your fridge, double cream that is, then you can do this, and a gauze or an old pair of tights. If you use a pair of tights, you might want to use like both the legs, stick them inside each other, make sure they're clean obviously, and you're just using the foot bit part, and you could just use an old pair of tights doubled up, if you haven't got any gauze lying around, or muslin or anything like that. Anyway, so there you go, simple. I'll show you in a minute once it's done. Okay. I've spent about 3 or 4 minutes just squeezing this in the muslin cloth, getting out as much of the buttermilk as possible. It's really pliable and soft. So now what you have to do is put it in your dish, and then you're going to spread it out and then just put it in the fridge. The butter is now in a dish, 2 little dishes. So we've got some in here. some in here. I've sprinkled on the top some Himalayan salt, and it's lovely and creamy. You can put it in the fridge, store it in the fridge until you need it. And then we've got this much buttermilk, which is quite a lot. I think I'll weigh that and see how much buttermilk we've got there, because that seems quite a lot. And so what you do is you have your double cream, you whisk it, you whisk it, you whisk it and whisk it until it goes like scrambled egg. So you want it to look like scrambled egg. And then you put it in the muslin cloth over a sieve. Well, you don't need the sieve really. Only if you're going to leave it for ages and go off and do something. Then you could just put it on top of the sieve over the top of a bowl. And then you could just go off and do what you want to do. Go and leave it in the fridge overnight till you're ready to do it. And then just keep squeezing the muslin cloth till you get out most of the buttermilk. Don't worry if you can't get it all out. This is homemade butter after all. We're not doing it professionally. We're using it for our own purposes. And if you see some droplets forming on the top of your butter, you can just tip it off like so. But you probably won't see hardly any. And then you just store it in the fridge, and you can keep it for up to 2 weeks. It will last that long. Okay? Especially if you put salt in it. If you put salt in it, it will make it last longer. Okay? I've just sprinkled Himalayan salt on the top, but what I will do is mix the salt in and spread it out again while it's still soft. 100 mils of buttermilk. So, or just over, as you can see. So you can add this to teas and coffee, soups, whatever, or just drink it. Okay? So that's what you get after you make butter. And you also get a bonus because you get buttermilk, which you don't get when you go and buy a pat of butter at the shop. You can go and buy buttermilk in a pack for extra cost. So there you go. So you're saving money all around. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed this video again. Like, and I've just ruffled up the top. But you can add garlic or whatever now. Put them in now before you put them in the fridge, alright? So, before you put them in a dish, mix in whatever it is you want them to taste like. There you go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy recipe. Bye.